Hello everyone, welcome back. This is episode 2 of my Dawnguard Serana dialogue add-on series. We've been given the assignment to go to Dimhollow Crypt and look for a vampire artifact. There's the crypt, and the closest Nera is on this playthrough is Glorious's farm. So we'll start from here, right on over, and see what these vampires are after. Alright, I think we're almost here.
Vigilants never know when to give up. I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
To come in here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well, though. Jedon and Bresoth were no match for him.
Ha! Those two deserved what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Perhaps another Vigilant will wander in soon.
I wish Loki would hurry it up. I have half a mind to return to the castle and tell Harkon what a fool he's entrusted this mission to.
And I have half a mind to tell Lokel of your disloyalty.
You wouldn't dare. Now shut up and keep on watch.
Well, seems our vigilant friend made the mistake of going in without me. This looks like a very old Nord ruin.
There's something out there.
Don't mind me.
Soon, blood will be mine.
Now you...
Oh, Tolan. Rest in peace, my good man. Look at this little tower. Let's see if there's anything useful there. Get a little light on the situation. Hopefully that just opened that gate. And it did. We've got more exploring to do.
You can resist my charms. What's the harm in just one bite? How dare you!
How dare you?
Thanks for wasting my time.
Well, thanks for taking out the Draugr for me.
I smell blood.
One thing I'm experimenting a little bit more with my mod list is ENV lights, particle lights. So you may see that change. We're trying to see how bright or dark it makes dungeons for me. I'm always trying to stick as close to the blog and Tara's real story with what her abilities are. So if you read that, you know that she is strangely good with fire magic and not much else magic. So I'll keep that in mind for this playthrough. Fire is probably going to be useful against the vampires, and it's always good against the skeletons. But otherwise, we'll stick to dragon shouts as needed, and just fire. Because that's always fun to do. Nice of them to raise the gate for me. I have to say, I do like these armors, and I don't remember what mod I have that has adjusted the look of the vampire armors. I do have my share of retextures. Oh! Bad dogs. Bad, bad, bad. That's the best I can do.
Something's not right. That ends it. And now you die.
That was one big spider. Thanks for taking care of it. Well, this is interesting architecture. I think we're getting closer to that artifact.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. My oath to Stendar is stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you, Vigilant. And I don't think you even know what you found here. So go and meet your beloved Stendar.
Are you sure that was wise, Lokio? He still might have told us something. We haven't gotten anywhere ourselves
He knew
with...
nothing. He served his purpose by leading us to this place. Now, it is up to us to bring Harkon the prize. And we will not return without it. Vingalmo and Orthiolf will make way for me after this.
Yes, of course, Lokio. Do not forget who brought you news of the Vigilant's discovery.
I never forget who my friends are. Or my enemies.
Looks like we have trouble. Notes on Dimhollow Crypt, Volume 3, as written by Overhaul. Divines be praised. Here, at last, is the breakthrough I've been seeking. All the dangers I have escaped, the traps I have eluded, and the foul Dawnguard I have avoided have brought me, at last, to this. In my previous volume of notes and observations regarding Dimhollow Crypt's possible connections to the ancient vampire clans of Skyrim's history, I wrote of a great chamber, far larger than anything else I've yet seen here in the crypt. Alas, a few wandering Dawnguard forced me to retreat to the earliest passages of the crypt, thus depriving me of an opportunity to study this huge cavern. Well, praise be to Stendar, for as I write this, I have just spent nearly a full day exploring that very cavern. It was a risk that proved more than worth it, because what I found in that chamber nearly defies description. Central to this huge cavern is an island of stone and a subterranean lake. Upon this island is something I can only describe as an elaborate ceremonial construction, surrounded by stone columns linked by arches. There is no mistaking the stark contrast in architecture here. No ancient Nords made this stonework. Here too were more of the gargoyle statues that I first glimpsed in earlier passageways. There's no Dawnguard burial site in Skyrim that contains these statues, save Dimhollow's Crypt. Indeed, I am now certain that the strange construct in this main chamber was built long after the crypt, and by wholly different masters. These must be the same builders who placed the gargoyles throughout the crypt, perhaps to frighten away the curious. All signs seem to indicate that the masons who crafted these strange arches were servants of some ancient master who favored necromancy or vampirism. The style and craftsmanship in the stonework are not only distinct in terms of design, seeming to speak of an entirely different culture than that of the old Nord peoples, but also in skill with which they were fashioned. The cutting and shaping of the stone, for example, suggests more sophisticated tools than the crypt's original architects would have possessed. Although I feel a sense of exhilaration that my theories have at last been confirmed beyond any shadow of a doubt, I am also disappointed at the lack of the answers. How long ago were these new features added to the crypt? And by whom? And for what purpose? On one point, I have no doubt. I must return to the Hall of Vigilant and share these findings with my brothers and sisters. When they see what I've discovered with their own eyes, they will no longer scoff at my theories or mock my endeavors. And when that is done, I will return to my work. For now, Dimhollow Crypt might be a mystery, but by Stendar, I will see that mystery solved. Well, sir, I'm sorry they killed you, and apparently took one of your arms. And now I've got to deal with them.
There's something out there. There you are.
You dare defy me! Your blood calls me.
That takes care of them. Looks like we have a puzzle here. Guess we better figure this out so we can find out what this artifact is. That wasn't the sacrifice I had in mind. But now they do move. We're getting there. Oh my. Oh my. What magic is this?
Who sent you here?
A man named Serana.
I don't know who that is. Is he like me?
I think it's kind of obvious, but are you
Vampire, yes.
Why were you locked away like this?
That's complicated. And I'm not totally sure if I can trust you. But if you want to know the whole story, help me get back to my family's home.
Alright. Where do you need to go?
My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you.
Well, Serana, nice to meet you too. Why don't you tell me about your home?
It's on an island near Solitude. Hopefully we can find a boat to take us there. It's my family's home. Not the most welcoming place, but depending on who's around, I'll be safe there.
Why wouldn't you be safe there?
Let's just say that my mother and father had a bit of a falling out. Don't worry, I'm not in any danger or anything like that. It'll just be more unpleasant to run into my father.
That seems kind of obvious, but I haven't gone that far in my personal quest to be a Dragonborn, so, is that an Elder Scroll?
Yes, it is. And it's mine.
I wasn't trying to take it. Why do you have an Elder Scroll?
It's complicated. I can't really talk about it. I'm sorry.
Do you have any idea how long you were in there?
Good question. Hard to say. I can't really tell. I feel like it was a long time. Who is Skyrim's High King?
That's actually a matter for debate.
Oh, wonderful. A war of succession. Good to know the world didn't get boring while I was gone. Who are the contenders?
The Empire supports LSF. That's who I support. But there are many in Skyrim loyal to Ulfric.
Empire? What empire?
The Empire? You know, from Cyrodiil?
Cyrodiil is the seat of an empire? I must have been gone longer than I thought. Definitely longer than we planned. Please, let's hurry. I need to get home so I can figure out what's happened.
That sounds like a good idea. You seem awfully old if you don't know the Cyrodiilic Empire. There's been a few. You have any idea how to get out of here?
Your guess is as good as mine. This place looks pretty different from when I was locked away.
Okay, I guess we'll just figure it out.
Lead on.
My, you're tall and really close to me right now. And spinning, that's new. Gotta love that. Anyway, I like the Overhaul. This is my first time seeing it also. You want to stop
So,
turning?
where are we off to now?
I have no idea why she's floating and turning on me. Kind of fascinating. I like this look. Most Serana
All right.
replacers make her look exceptionally beautiful. I like what this does. She still has what I think are good looks, but looks like a vampire at the same time. We found that vampire artifact, and it's a woman. So we need to get her home and figure out what the heck is going on. Thanks for watching. Be kind to yourself. And we'll see you next time.